welcome. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video I am reviewing The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. It's the newer incarnation of the Batman. But before I go any further in this review, I need you to click like, especially that. Click subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified for any future videos I'll be creating right here on this channel. Leave a comment and share this video because doing all that helps me get my channel and videos out there to a much broader audience. So, with all that being said, I'm going to tell you what you need to know real quick. This particular incarnation of the Batman, he's only a couple years into his persona at Bruce Wayne as the Batman. He's still relatively new to a lot of things, and you can see how he's inexperienced. He's still not the seasoned fighter that he is, like you would think he would be, and later in his career. Because he's still starting out. He doesn't have the high-tech gadgets to kind of deal with this or deal with that kind of situation. He's very bare minimum, which I think is probably the biggest pro to this entire movie, in my opinion, is that it is a very toned down, grounded Batman movie that focuses on the detective work, and that's what I really like. I mean, obviously there are some really great Batman action sequences with the Batmobile, which I love, and then the fight sequence at the end of the movie, in the Madison Square Garden-esque arena, on the the Jumbotron kind of stuff. I really loved all that, and I loved it. I love how kind of grounded this movie is compared to even more grounded than the Dark Knight trilogy. I think this movie has a more of even though it's very gritty, and I think this may be my favorite Batman movie is the '89 Batman movie. Michael Keaton. That is my Batman. This may be my second favorite Batman movie. I really think because it's a 3-hour movie, which I love long movies, and so, but it doesn't feel like 3 hours. It goes by pretty quick. I mean, there's not a lot of action in this movie, but the detective work makes it awesome, and the story and the characters really make this movie go by very quickly, because you got Selena Kyle, who's Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz. I've already mentioned Colin Farrell. You got Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. He's not a commissioner yet, but I think he's captain, I think. And so he's he's teaming up with the Batman at the behest of not behest, but there's cops who don't like him working with the Batman, and because he's only a couple years into the Batman's persona, so he's just he's still learning the trust of everybody, and that comes into play later in the movie. But Catwoman is great. I loved her in this movie. I love their dynamic back and forth, and they really do feel like they're leading up to something in a future movie. Hopefully there is another sequel for this movie, because I would like to see Robert Pattinson return as Batman. I really think he did a very stellar job as playing the Batman, and I love his outfit and everything. I like how it's not bulky. His mask is very slimmed down. His cowl, you see a lot of his face, which I love. And so it's just I love this particular incarnation of the Batman. And our main villain of the movie is Riddler. I know I'm almost 4 minutes into the review and I haven't really talked about him, but he is a very strong villain in this movie. He is literally pushing Batman to his mental and physical wits. He's trying physical more towards the end of the movie, but mental, trying to solve his riddles and the conspiracy behind what's going on, because the movie really kicks off with the mayor being killed, and that sets off a train of events, and they're just bringing what was in the past is now being brought to the light kind of deal. And it's a pretty simple story, been told 100 times over and over again, but this particular way it's being told is really great. And so, and Paul Dano as the Riddler, like he does seem like it's just somebody who like saw a mask, like, oh, that's pretty cool, but like, but he's really smart and he knows how to convey all this stuff into one thing, and he's really good. I think this is like, I like this Riddler. So like, I know a lot of people may not like him, but I particularly like this version of the Riddler. He does kind of come off as kind of jigsaw-y, but if you really kind of look at him, like he had a master plan, and like the master plan at the very end, I was like, oh wow, he is a very effective villain. Like, so it gave Riddler like some oomph behind him. So there was a cameo by a certain villain who shall not be named, but you can pretty much guess who that is if you know your Batman stuff. But I just like that. Like, this whole movie was just good. I really enjoyed it. My biggest complaint about this movie is that the fact that maybe, or I wish, and it comes with the Riddler, is maybe the Riddler should have been just a tad bit more over the top, like more comedic, because you have this entire world. It's very grounded, very realistic, and you're supposed to have this villain that's very like menacing and over the top, and like every other mob boss is being taken very serious, very everything. But I understand why. But I understand why they don't do that. Maybe they're saving this for the Joker in the next movie. But I would like Riddler. He does have his eccentrics. You know, like he's very dramatic in some regards, because he does think he's the smartest person in the room. And in this particular case, he was. He really does best the Batman. He really does. I'm like, in the long run of it all, he really did best the Batman, and I'm like, I really like that, and that shows you how Robert Pattinson's version of the Batman can grow, because like I keep mentioning, he's only a couple years into being the Batman. So I watched this on HBO 4K. Had some popcorn, enjoyed my new mini fridge down here in the basement. So I had a really great movie watching experience, and the movie was good. I give this 4 out of 5 stars, or whatever, like whatever. It's like almost a perfect movie, I think. Now I wouldn't go say that far, but I do have to say that it does have its flaws. The run time for some may be a little bit long, but it does go by pretty fast. And so, but if you're looking for like something like the Dark Knight trilogy, or like even like the Schumacher ones, you're not getting that. And this could be something that, if you weren't really into the Batman movies, this could be something that could turn you into a Batman fan, because the way this movie is presented, and like it's not really like campy or anything like that. So it's actually been told very well. So and that's really all I gotta say about this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there really is anything. Like the big set piece at the end was fantastic. So it was just like, yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say. So my name is Max, the one and only MSJ, and I'm just going to say thank you. And don't forget to hit the like button and share this video, because doing all that, it really does help me. I'm being honest with you. So thank you.